But here we go with the very first attack from NAVI. As it looks like, if I'm looking at Emporium Titans, they do have an attack already there, and it looks to be 3. So Picasso is going to have to triple here with a Lalo attack, as we've got the Queen off to the left side. Super Barbarians being used around this Queen as she's going to push her way through. And Picasso loves to have a healer puppet on his Queen to help potentially turn it into a little mini Queen charge.
Yeah, the King's doing some heavy damage here on the south-hand side. There's a skeleton spell which Picasso used to help get some additional value, distract some of those defenses, and he's coming in hot. We've got the Lalo kicking off on that right-hand side with the Warden Eternal Tome securing the safe blimp towards the Town Hall. With a Rage, will secure an additional star on the board. Now, those Clan Castle troops are still to be feared. They are pulled from those Yetis that were in range of the Town Hall area.
Yeah, with balloons coming up and around this base, he's at just about a minute left and at crushing here. Remember, it's all about speed. So the first attack, the triple that we did see on the right side of the screen where it says 3 stars from Emporium Titans, that actually was a 2-minute and 10-second attack. So that was relatively very slow, as we're going to see Picasso coming in, finishing it off with 4 balloons left to try to get this cleanup. And it is indeed a 3-star here, going to the storage, taking it down, and Picasso finishes 1 minute and 20 Emporium's Titans attack here, which ended up coming with some E-Dragons, Coco.
Yeah, E-Dragons is known to be a quick attack. I think we've seen the quickest attack, I think, from Dobbs, which was an Electro Dragon, which was a 57-second attack. Let's see what this one was. I think this one was over 2 minutes. We've got the Rages in, which will be probably used nice and early. There's a bunch of them in here, as well as Freezes to help stop the amount of damage coming in on his dragons. Now, he had a bit of funneling with that baby dragon and an additional one on the left. And the main portion powering in from the left-hand side. Eternal Tome protecting them, and as well as getting the blimp under the Warden ability as well.
Yeah, as that blimp will be looking to go for that Town Hall, as it did remove it. As these E-Dragons will then have to loop around this space. Still has that King. He's going to make his way through, but the question is about the time. What slowed this attack down? Because E-Dragons really are a pretty quick attack. As a Tesla farm did pop up to the top side, and it looks like that is where maybe some of these E-Dragons got picked off.
Yeah, the heroes are doing some work on that right-hand side. They're still looking healthy. A lot of hero ability still remaining, but as you mentioned, the Electro Dragons, they took so much damage on the left, only leaving 1 left. The hidden Tesla farm is picking off even more damage, even taking that Warden down. Does have a revive, actually, which we usually see on the King, so it's interesting to see that that combination is on this one as well. We do occasionally see it, which means he can pick off a few more defenses on the left. World Champion still going strong. Queen still has her ability. She can reach over these walls and get them down, which did secure him the triple at the end of the day.
Yeah, he did, as that Queen's ability ended up helping secure this, as the Queen had the healers that did pop up from the ability running through. Remember, the multi-target Inferno, it has a lot of beams, obviously, but the damage output is relatively low. So if the Queen has plenty of health, then she's able to stay alive and really push through. And look at this. So this is the reason why it took so long, is because the Queen ended up having to go through this wall, and this was almost a defense for Picasso.
Yeah, Queen is the best wall breaker in the game. We're going to speed this one up and get this one down so we don't miss the next attack. Queen does finally break through, gets the triple on the board, which did put the pressure on a little bit. You really want
to start to be under a minute 30 against the top teams, as we're seeing now the Root Riders with the skeleton spells. No overgrowth here as the Queen is down. Siege Barracks with 2 P.E.K.K.A.s coming out to the top side. Root Riders, Belks, and are we going to see some spring traps kind of towards the edge? The Root Riders won't get sprung, but those could end up used for Valkyries, like iTzu mentioned before, that can really kind of stall up an attack if you do clip the Velks.
Yeah, the poison spell tower going off makes sure that actually there's a lot of damage coming in on these Root Riders, and he's holding on to his Warden ability, which means I think we might even lose a few of these Root Riders. There goes that Warden ability. We got the Eternal Tome and the Healing Tome. So all of these Root Riders that did take a lot of damage will be regaining it, but Town Hall compartment has another Giga Poison from the Town Hall, as well as the second Poison Spell Tower.
With this queen continuing her way to the bottom side, has her ability. There's the king's giant gauntlet, getting right on through that monolith with the skeleton spell, the root rider, as now he's just moving his way towards the backside. One freeze in the back, drops it. Now, okay, there it is. He actually had two there. Queen's ability going off. Still has the Royal Champion ability as he has passed the minute mark and now starting to rack up a little bit more time. You know, that will play a role in this match here as you want to try to get as fast as possible, taking every single building down.
Yeah, it's definitely faster than their previous attack, but we're nearing that 1 minute 30 mark, just slightly over it. But Rakibul coming in with low, so sometimes we see them around like the 70s, maybe even 80s.
Wait, what?
Oh, but look at this base that we've got here, and we're gonna bring in a Zapquake Lalo.
Sign me up, stars. This is perfect. This is perfect for my Warden Fireball. If I hit this Town Hall, everything is gone. Yes, it is a slow attack, but oh my goodness, look at the core of this base as we're seeing lightning spells being used right away. But imagine a Warden Fireball hitting that Town Hall. Bye-bye to so much stuff in the middle. Woo.
Yeah, that would be really cool to see the Fireball hit all of those defenses in the middle of the base. However, he's already got his king and the queen on the north-hand side. Warden's coming in with the Lalo on the left, Stone Slammer on the south, the Royal Champion on the right. He's approaching this base from all sides, which is going to actually help force these loons in towards the middle of the base because the heroes on the north cleared out all of those defenses. Now here goes the loons into the heart of this base. There is an invisibility spell tower, but because he's cleared out all of the defenses from the ring, everything's just meeting in the middle to get the triple done.
What? Is he going to be under a minute? Wait a second. Look at that. He's at 61 seconds. Not only did they not mess up, but they went for a super quick triple as we're now seeing Stars' base has those little bit of walls, and I feel like we saw this base or something very similar in a previous match as the lightning spell's coming down with a Zap Lalo.
Yeah, Zapquake on the right-hand side. Get some good value there for the multi-inferno, and I think the enemy queen went down there on the right-hand side, and he's already clearing out some funding because he's already got the walls open to that compartment there for his king, but also the queen for the town hall compartment. So he's multitasking his hero dive at the moment with an ice golem, which will give some nice freeze value in there. Town hall's not active, but it will slow down some of those clan castle troops and the expo to help push that queen a little bit further.
And the queen does slow the expo down a little bit with her frozen arrow, clearing some of these archers. Her ability can then go for the town hall, which will probably lure out the rest of the clan castle of maybe ice golems here, as the king's ability has gone off. And no, it's a lot of archers and super minions, so he goes with a freeze because that queen, remember, you don't get too much health recovery from a frozen arrow as the ability goes off and the town hall has been secured.
Yeah, good thing he had a poison in here as well. He gets the clan castle troops down. Those super minions could do some really heavy damage on those loons if he didn't. Now the Lalo's going to scout those hounds first for the loons that are approaching these defenses. Now he doesn't have too many freezes to stop this splash damage. We do have the Warden Eternal Tome though to help protect them through because there are 2 multi-infernos remaining as well as that scatter shot.
And I believe his Warden is on ground. They forgot to change it off to air as he's trying to continue to fly around. It's not looking like it's doing any difference because it doesn't look like there's any ground expo that's really focused on the Warden as he's just continuing his way through. But the Eagle Artillery remains standing. The multi's in the core. Tesla's off to the far right side, and it's looking like this is going to be a whole... Wait, no, he still has the Royal Champion and her ability, which will be clutch to try to move through the defensive king. The Spare Fox has now just gone down to that multi-archer tower. There's the RC ability. Hog's coming through as he has to get through a defensive king as well.
It was unfortunate that we couldn't get the multi-inferno down with those clan castle troops. So that would have been huge to help push those hogs a little bit further, but you can see the damage that came through there. We had some traps as well, and the Eagle Artillery staying up until the very end meant it could just do some damage throughout the entire attack. And unfortunately for Emporium Titans, they'll be falling short on Stars' base here. Yeah,
not using Root Riders and coming in with a Zap Lalo, and it's not even going to be a time fail. It's a fail, where he did not
by gaining that extra star, but also time and percentages all in Navi's favor. So we could be seeing some fun stuff. Hopefully we do. Now Gaku is up. Now he's on a win streak with his triples. I think he's at 33 triples in a row across a variety of different tournaments. Let's see if he can keep it up. At the moment, we've got the Root Riders coming in on the left-hand side. Early warden ability, and everything's frozen in place here from those ice columns coming out of Rakible's clan castle.
With double... Oh, he does use the overgrowth, but one poison does get launched here. I was going to say... He might have wanted to have the other poison spell being hit by the overgrowth, but unfortunately he is getting slowed down as he's trying to avoid this core, which also includes the Town Hall, as he does still have the King ability, a Rage, and a Skeleton spell to use as this Queen is making her way on the complete outside of the space.
Yeah, Queen will have to go to abilities soon if she takes more damage from that Expo, which will make her invisible. The Unicorn's taking the damage from the Expo, though, and not a lot of healing will come back in. Now, the Town Hall is still up. We need these Root Riders to path forwards, open up these walls for the King to get in here. The double single Inferno looking scary on this side, but they do get it down. A lot of troops still remaining. The Root Riders and the Hog Riders. Now, the Giga Poison's going to do some damage here, though. We have one Skeleton spell trying to distract the Expo on the left, but the Giga Poison is picking off a lot of health.
Oh boy. The Royal Champion, she's going down. The King's going down. Two Expos still remain. Coco.
No!
You overpowered my Jinx. Wait, what?
What?
You said it right. Okay, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. I might have said something in the beginning, but Coco, you said it at the beginning of the attack. So, I guess.
Yeah, but
no
you
perfect
said
war for
it
Navi?
was gonna be a perfect war, and I said, "Watch, this is gonna be Gaku's streak down." What?
Oh my! Well, ladies and gentlemen, so I don't know what to say here, but are we? Do we have? Is jinxing really real? Like, what's going on? I am so what? How did that happen? Gaku?
Well, I sincerely apologize on behalf of both of us to Gaku for ruining his triple streak here. Now, they do have the advantage still. This is rocking up as much percentage as possible. 92%. The
Here.
Phoenix is getting low, though.
How about this?
And
How about
it
this?
doesn't get the Expo down.
I'll guarantee now.
Yes, indeed. Stars are even. Percentage is what is swaying it at the moment. We have NYU from Emporium Titans coming in next. More Root Riders, and everything is deployed already very quickly. Now, we've got the siege clearing up around the right. A few Root Riders on the north. Now, they're taking a bit of damage here because we've got some hidden Teslas popping up, as well as the Scatter Shot, the Multi-Inferno, or the Clan Castle troops are emerging here as well. Poison Spell is deployed to try and get those down before those Root Riders path into the heart of the base.
Yeah, with a freeze on the Monolith, the pack as the Root Rider's coming across here as he's trying to now open up the core. And there's a heal here that we're seeing for the King, and as the Queen will step into there, the Warden's ability does go off as he's pathing his way through, as wants to push through this Town Hall. And there's the freeze that will clip the Town Hall and an Inferno Tower. The Royal Champion has been deployed to the bottom side, running her way through with the Skeleton spell out in front.
Yeah, King goes to ability. They will get that Town Hall down. Queen is pathing directly behind the King. She's looking good. She's got all health still remaining, as well as her ability. Now, that Skeleton spell is going to come very handy, but it's going to wear off here now. The Royal Champion will face off the enemy Royal Champion in here. She does have the Fox still on her, though, which will make sure that she's protected and made invisible from the Royal Champion and the remaining defenses. She goes to ability here as well, and she's super speedy, going from defense to defense. Queen is now going to be busy with those walls, and Royal Champion can clean out those last few huts. And we've got a triple on the board from Emporium Titans, which means Navi have to triple again now. And I hope they don't fall short. They're gonna get they're gonna pass the lead over to Emporium Titans.
Yeah, with the minute and 12 left. That's not how fast the attack. Now, Navi is up with Kazuma coming in.
More Root Riders with the Barbarians and the Valkyries on this one as well. Looks like we have the Frozen Arrow double book on the Warden. And we've got the Hog Rider puppet there on the World Champion as well. I think that's because there is a single Inferno next to that Town Hall. We'll see how we deal with that. We've got the funnel already set with the Siege and early Warden ability, as you mentioned in previous attacks. A lot of these pro players are protecting all of these Root Riders very early on, letting them take a little bit of damage though, so that we can still get the value from the Healing Tome, but then that early Warden ability will protect them from a lot of the early damage.
Yeah, as the King still has his ability, going to run his way through Skeleton Spells out in front, the bottom side to help distract that single target Inferno, so he can continue to move his way through. His Root Riders are going to path their way near this Town Hall as it is now activated, and they get targeted. So he drops the freeze. The Town Hall is going down super quick as the Queen is making her way up top with her ability still intact. Barbarians, Valkyries are running around, but the Wizard Tower is still up to the bottom side. Maybe drop a couple Super Barbs to help take that down, as the troops will still have to path their way back down to the bottom side there.
Now, Kazuma does have a lot of abilities still left. He used every single one of them here. King, Queen, and the World Champion still going on that right-hand side. Last few defenses going down. This is such an overkill. His hero's still up. Root Rider's there as well. And we have another triple on the board, which means NAVI will still be holding their lead. A lot of damage. Now, with the heroes being strong as well, they can clear out the remaining of some of these compartments pretty nicely, even if some of these Root Riders go down. Now we've got more Root Riders coming in, this time on Klaus's base from our side here, with a Flame Flinger, though, interestingly enough.
Yeah, Flame Flinger is being used to help go for that multi-arch tower, as with Skeleton Spell out in front of the Monolith to the top side as Root Riders are down. Queen as well off to the right, and Valkyries. Warden, and let's see if he does an early Warden ability to really protect them as the Eagle shots have landed. King's gonna help try to go for the Monolith here. Poison Spell getting launched as he's continuing his way towards this tunnel as Rockaloons and some Ice Golems getting lured out of the CC.
Yeah, I think he had a heal spell in there as well, just to help counter that. Looks like a Giga Poison from the Poison spell tower went off there. World Champion on the right-hand side, and the Flame Flinger is still continuing through that left-hand side. Warden ability active just as he approaches the Town Hall. The Multi-Infernos are on these Root Riders. He's freezing the Town Hall and the Multi-Inferno, because there was a Tornado Trap in here, which is slowing everything down.
As the Town Hall's about to go down here as he continues through, the Warden does have the Diggy, still has the King ability as he's going through the Ricochet Cannon. Now it's activated as it's a multi-target Inferno down on the Royal Champion as she is continuing her way through the bottom, has her ability, a freeze and a Skeleton Spell to use, dropping that final Skeleton Spell, and now it's just a matter of pushing his way around with the Royal Champion, hasting her way to the bottom. And we have a 3-star here, which means that NAVI and Klaus must triple their final attack to win this war.
Yes, the pressure is on. Triple to stay in the upper bracket. Now, it is double elimination, so whoever does fall short on this wall will not be going home just yet. We will have them jump down to the lower bracket. So if your favorite team does go down here, they will still stick around just a little bit longer. But another triple on the board here, as you mentioned, means Klaus has to triple again now to end it off here for NAVI. So the fact that he crushed it, and he crushed it so quickly, was really nice to see. Klaus is now up with the final attack now. We've got the healer puppet, the archer puppet on the Queen, double book on the Warden, and we've got the Hog Rider with the haste vial on the World Champion.
As Root Riders are down, King, Queen, Warden, all being placed together, going straight into this Town Hall here. It can't just be a 2-star. It's got to be the triple, 3 or nothing, and to take the victory as we have a freeze coming down straight on towards the invisibility spell tower so that he could help secure the Town Hall as the Warden ability now is activated.
World Champions coming in with the siege troops. We got some hogs coming in here as well. So not only does the World Champion have her hogs, but there's some additional ones coming out of that clank. Are those super hogs?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's the first time we've seen them in the tournament so far. We got the King coming through with his ability through the heart of the base. The Root Riders are still present and they're looking healthy. There's a lot of health still on them. He's freezing that single point damage so he can keep as many of these Root Riders alive and keep the Royal Champion healthy towards the back end. And to be honest, with the final freeze, he can get some nice value by freezing this scatter shot or help a little bit on the south-hand side, which he does opt for. And he's got the Queen and he has the Royal Champion ability still available.
Yeah, with the RC ability, can haste her way around. Still has the Queen ability, making their way through as Hogs come through with that RC ability. The Hog Puppet spawns, and Klaus getting the 3-star. And only one fail from each one of these teams in this match. And the 92% was enough for Gaku to get the victory. 14-14, Emporium Titans. Great effort, but unfortunately the one fail. You had a chance to try to defeat NAVI.